Sometimes I think just because Avatar movie's reputation to earn big bucks, it does get a lot of unnecessary hate. So I thought I might appreciate it a bit, so just in case we all forget. So Avatar 2 The Way of Water has past titles like Spider-Man No Way Home, The Lion King, The Avengers, and The Jurassic World. Well, entering the 6th place in the all-time box office list, and it only took them about a month to reach this place. If everything goes to normal, they're well on their way to join side by side with the first Avatar movie and the Endgame. And our man Jim Cameron would then hold 3 of the top 5 movies in the all-time list, which is absolutely absurd. So how does he do it? We got to understand how he attracts such huge amount of audiences times and times again. It's much more than just using the world-leading technology to create these absolutely mind-bending, realistic, drop-dead, gorgeous shots, and then the beautiful, lifelike, breathtaking, amazing creatures that he and his team have spent 13 years to create. Well, no, you need more to bring everyone into the theater. You need more to compete with the Marvel Disney empire with decades worth of fan base. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Well, there is, but that's a long topic. We'll leave it for next time. To get to the point, it needs a right story. A right story is the unavoidable carrier to any movies ever made. It is the center of a
donut hole in a donut's hole.
It doesn't always have to be a complex story with textbook writing skills. It only has to carry all the elements in your film well. Make your audience feel and care for your characters, and when they walk out of that theater, they're going to think they just watched a good movie. A good movie that would make people think all the elements of this film had just came together perfectly. But that is hard to do for a filmmaker, man. That is hard to do. So how the hell did Jim Cameron do it?
It's really the big question. I mean, I can talk for hours about how we do it, but we rarely talk about why we do it. One of the big upsides of it is that I take all of my cinematography ideas and I postpone them into a kind of a post-production. So what I'm doing with the actors is not photography, it's not cinematography, we're not doing dolly shots and crane shots and all that. I'm just working with the actors. It's a very pure art form. It's almost like a theatrical, like a rehearsal for a stage play. So as a director, I'm not distracted by all that other stuff. I'm just focusing on character. So I quite like it. I'm not sure that it's necessarily justified. If you could film something with actors, by all means film it. But I can't create these characters any other way. I can't create this world any other way. You know, they say write what you know, and as a family man, as a father of 5, this is something that I'd never really dealt with, that I wanted to deal with. I also wanted something that would have a universal appeal for people in any culture or language or religion around the world. And I wanted the characters to have stakes, like real stakes. I wanted to deal with as much as the beauty and wonder on the one hand. I also wanted to deal with something deeper, you know, which is like grief and loss and how we process these deep bonds between each other.
See, that was the reason. His care, his absolute undivided attention to the heart of his characters underneath the beauty and the glory of the Pandora world he's created at the money-making blockbuster front of the Avatar the film are genuine heartfelt characters. We care about their journeys because they are flawed like us. We don't want sky people to ruin their environment and make money because how much Neytiri made Jake and us care. So when they have an adorable family and want to protect their children, we cheer when they turn into 2 Na'vi army and start to slaughter humans. So both movies did not have complicated masterpiece of stories to win the outdated taste of the awards show. Well, because they didn't need to. They were simple stories we've seen probably thousands of times, but they allowed Jim to showcase his unbelievably detailed world and allow it to humanize his characters and allow us to feel what they feel in this breathtaking world. And that is enough. They didn't have to make the wettest water we've ever seen on screen. They didn't have to hire amazing artists to handmade their Pandora bikinis before they render it on computer. They didn't have to train all their actors to free dive and casually break Tom Cruise's record, which is extremely hard to do, guys. Have you heard of Tom Cruise? Jim didn't have to give the world another generational cinema experience a generation later. He did all of it because we get to feel more real. He did all of it because they can serve his characters to make them feel more human. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. A story that makes people feel, that makes us want to watch. Filmmakers like this, they understand what matters and they understand what's a good movie and what's a bad movie. And to me, Avatar 2: The Way of Water was a pretty damn good movie. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.